So I'm back in Rye because I did have a good walk around here during last week's video, but for this video I'm going to be touching up on something that I didn't get the chance to go inside because it was closed by the time I got to it. Now the other thing I also went to check out as well, I didn't feel it was enough to warrant its own video, but I did briefly go into the shopping news, which was closed when I did my walk around here, and part of it felt very different and part of it felt almost the same as how it was previously, but the one big change was the arcade was gone. All those retro machines gone. There's practically nothing in place of it, and I did have a good walk around in there, and I do wonder how these shops are doing for business because there was practically no one in there, which is a bit worrying to see. I do hope that those businesses are doing well, and I do hope that they are surviving, given the circumstances and the day and age that we're in. But I've come back to the Rye Heritage Centre, so there it is just behind me, as you can see there. Now the reason I'm going into there is for two reasons: the Rye Model Village, to get a good look at that, but also the Penny Arcade, because that was one of my highlights of going into there. But I'm in close proximity to the building. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's open. Yes, it is. So let's go inside and check it out. Okay, so right off the bat, the first thing I notice is that we're upstairs, and this was actually where the Penny Arcade used to be, but it's now been converted into a exhibition and smuggler's attic. You've also got a bit of history, a brief history on the 4th, 5th Cinque Ports battalion, the Royal. So I'm struggling for words, but there's history. There's also, you took a look inside the virtual pub crawl, which shows a bit of history of the current and former pubs in this town. Site of the Dolphin, the Borough Arms, that's still going. There's quite a lot in here. I wonder if there is one here that I do remember. Greyhound Inn, I briefly remember. Mermaid Inn, I think my Nana was mentioning to me something about that. But yeah, there's quite a lot of there. You've just got history on Cinque Ports, coastal defence, shipbuilding and fishing. I'm not going to include all of this because I don't want to see it as derivative to the Heritage Centre itself. If you are in the local area, do come along and have a read. But that's the upstairs. Because what happened was that some new owners took over it in 2020, literally just before the pandemic hit, and it's changed a lot. But now that we've looked upstairs, let's go back down to the Penny Arcade. Okay, so I don't want to talk too loudly because I'm literally editing this at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't really want to talk at this point because I didn't want to draw too much attention to myself back then. But one thing that has stayed is the penny machine, which you get your old pennies from. It's £1 for 7 coins and £2 for 14. When you come into the room where the arcade machines are now, there is a lot in there for such a small space, and there's quite a lot of stuff in there that I do remember from when I last came here several years ago. But let's take a look and see what this has to offer. So Barnacle Builder Sailor, probably nightmare fuel for a lot of people back in the day, probably still to this day actually. But well, hopefully I won't be having any nightmares tonight. See what else we've got here. We've got Pharaohs. Oh, there's a coin in there, so. Well, that'll be a success, doesn't I have no idea what that means, but hopefully it's all good. Okay, so this I definitely remember being in here the last time, which was there we go. So be careful. Yeah. Mighty careful this time round. Damn it, so try one more time. Careful. Come on. Third time's a charm. I got there in the end. Right-handed. Come on. I better not, because I'll be here all day. Okay, well this one is, I remember, so it's, oh my god, Nelly. You've got to be kidding. Okay, that's interesting. So the moment I decide not to record and just have a go at this, I managed to win twice. But now that I've started recording, let's just see if I can try this with... Right, I'm not going to stop until I capture a win, because I won twice in a row. So. Oh god. Well, I've lost. Why is it that when I started recording I keep losing? Okay, I managed to do it, so just to prove it. There we go, so got the ball back. Hopefully I can get a win on camera. Again, there we go. Okay, now that I've kind of articulated this carefully. So, okay, I think that's enough for that one. Okay, so Brian's Pyramid. This one I have also played previously before, so let's give... I don't think I'll be able to play this with one. Yeah, this is going to be a two-hand job, so I'm not going to be able to record for this one. Okay, so I didn't have much luck with that one, so let's try out this one, which is the bell ringers.
Alex, I wouldn't do that. I'd do this, Alex. More likely.
One penny to see the model work. Let's see.
Say that to Mum.
Ask the man how you do it. Oh.
Didn't get a good glimpse of that. By the way, I did have another go at the
Which one she got?
Pharaohs.
Oh my God.
And I did ask it,
You've broken
will
it.
I be a success? And it did say yes, so that's assuring to know. Got this one, which is the what the bell saw fancy quality. So this could be. Let's have a look and see what this one is. Oh, there we go. Got some good. Probably can't see it on the Osmo very well. I'll try it again on the phone. Right, so there is one more thing I do want to try, and that is Brian's fruit bowl.
Oh,
So put the
yeah.
pen in.
Yeah. That's, yeah, I know what you mean.
So nothing for that one. Let's try it again. Still nothing. Other than that, I think that's just about it that I want to touch up on. So I'm being a bit quiet because I don't really want to talk too loudly in an environment like this. But yeah, that was the penny arcade at the Rye Heritage Centre. So that was a little bit toned down in comparison to what I anticipated when it comes to this video. I didn't know about it, how scaled down it was. I didn't know about the penny arcade being moved downstairs as opposed to upstairs, because it was, I swear it was a lot bigger when it was upstairs, but still most of the machines that I do remember are still in there, and they are incredibly well looked after and still in very, very good condition and function exactly the way they should be. So that's great to see. So the new owners have taken care of those machines, which is fantastic to see. Now I didn't really want to talk too loudly actually while I was in there, because I didn't really want to draw attention to myself, and there was quite a couple of people there. I felt it would have been a bit obnoxious had I spoke any louder. But other than that, it was fantastic. It felt really good to get back into the Heritage Centre. I decided not to do the model village, A, because of the £5 ticket, which isn't actually too bad given the time slot and how it helps keep up the funds for the Heritage Centre, but also I wasn't sure about video and recording. I wasn't quite sure if they would allow it, but also I'm doing quite tight for time because I've got to meet up with my nana now. I'm scouting around to seeing where there is a place to sit down and eat, because I want to take her out before I leave today. So that's that pretty much. So I don't know what I'm going to have for next week's video. I don't really have anything in particular planned, so it might be a potential break, but I'll see what else pops along, and maybe I'll throw something else at this channel, whatever it is. But on that note, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully see you sometime around very soon.